Vietnam War was a war to preserve communism. The U.S. got involved because they didn't want communism to spread throughout the world and eventually come to America. Vietnam being fought overseas takes something to get the U.S. soldiers over there, and that's when the Navy comes in. Even though the Navy didn't do a lot of fighting, they had a bigger part to contribute to the U.S. Doug Burley enlisted into the Navy at age 18 on July 10, 1964. He started out as a seaman recruit and ended up being a third-class boatswain mate and an assault boat coxswain. He was on the LSD No. 5 USS Gunston Hall, an island-class dock landing ship. Mr. Burley loaded up war machinery and offloaded war machinery, and was a gun captain of a quad-millimeter machine gun. The Navy had to travel miles upon miles to cater to the location where the war was taking place to get soldiers their weapons. Being gone 9 months at a time, Doug Burley went to every seaport in Vietnam, but the biggest ones he remembers were Cam Ranh Bay and the Saigon River, along with many more. For the Marines to get to land, the USS Gunston Hall took Marines from San Diego and Camp Pendleton and hauled them over to Vietnam, and then went back over to Okinawa and picked up more Marines and hauled them over to Vietnam. When Doug was helping load up and load off Marines, he noticed that the first load of soldiers they put on shore had no bullets for their guns. The last bunch Doug took over just before he got off and had all the bullets they could carry. The war had progressed since 1964 to 1967. Being out at sea had plenty of dangers. A reserve seaman was doing an operation out at San Diego when he got his foot tangled up in a line and ran around a cleat and mangled his foot all up. He was sent to multiple ships and then airlifted by a helicopter to the Balboa Hospital in San Diego to get his foot fixed. We are very grateful that without the Navy, Vietnam couldn't have been made possible.